right, thank you for joining. So today we'll go over Cardano, USDT, and Cardano BTC on the Binance chart. I'll most likely update my Binance charts to the Bybit charts just because there's a lot more volume that gets traded on Bybit typically. But just to answer the question from Dr. Payne, how low do you think Cardano will go in terms of sats for BTC? So before on the monthly, or just in general, I marked out a lot of levels. A couple key levels have also been traded through. And let's just go on the highest time frame, right? Let's look at the monthly. So currently on BTC, we've made a new low on the monthly profile, and we are now technically trading within this month, right? This monthly range, right? So in terms of just how market conditions are, and Bitcoin could possibly, worst case scenario, maybe drop another, 20%, 25%, maybe even 30%, worst case scenario. Let's just see where that can possibly lead us. Yeah. So right to the bottom of this monthly wick, maybe we get like a little swing failure pattern happen here, just as a very general technical analysis, right? So maybe we get something like this to play out, sweep the lows, reclaim as support, and then start to move a little bit higher. So how low do I think Cardano could go in this cycle against BTC? I'm looking at around 500 sats, right? And yeah, you can go ahead and pull your fixed range volume profiles too as well. I mean, this is just a massive range, but let's just see if we go ahead and pull this really quick. Right, there you go. All right, just like I said. So you have the point of control, the major point of control ever since Cardano first launched, sitting at right there around 470. So like I said, right, let's just even go back really quick. So if we go back to what I just drew. Oh. All right, I don't know where it just went, but anyway, so I just drew that pattern out, right? And I said, what might happen is we could lose this, come down, sweep the lows, reclaim, and move higher. And if you sweep the lows, look where that's heading, right into the point of control. So in my eyes, right now, just from pulling this fixed range volume profile tool, yeah, I think around 470 to 500 sats is exactly where I would expect Cardano to move on the BTC pair if we continue to get selling pressure from Bitcoin. All right. So besides that, let's go ahead and look at the USDT chart. I'm just going to zoom right in because I did do technical analysis on this not too long ago. All right, we have all of our profiles pulled up. We pretty much almost bounced off that value area high. That's what I was talking about before. Now keep in mind, let's just see what's going on here. All right. So like I said, if we start to lose these levels, then you can definitely start to look at this 35-cent range. If we go to the weekly profiles, we are currently being rejected off of last week's value area low, right? And this is on the 4-hour chart. So we did manage to close slightly above it, but price did not stay above there too long, and now we're spending a lot more time below the value area low of this profile, right? So we're kind of trading between inside this profile right now, trying to gain acceptance into the previous week's value area low, right? So as you can see, the best scenario for Cardano right now is to get a little bit of buying pressure from the Cardano bulls, push it through this massive trend, back test, and then we could aim for higher. But right now with Bitcoin looking a little bit bearish, right? If we go to Bitcoin, which the good news is Bitcoin does actually look like it is at support, right? Let's go ahead and fix this really quick. All right, so if we go ahead and just zoom into Bitcoin, you can see after, let's pull this up really quick. After this massive sell-off, right, from 65,000 pretty much all the way down to almost 55,000, right, 56,000, we finally seem to find a local bottom, almost like a triple bottom going on here. 1, 2, and 3. It's kind of trying to move up higher. Now, I did pull some fibs. What's going on here? I did pull some fibs. Let me go ahead and lock this because that's really annoying. Lock this as well. So I did pull some fibs from the high to the low to see exactly where Bitcoin could possibly get rejected. And look, it did get rejected basically to the dollar, right? To the few dollars, right? In Bitcoin sense. Right there, it got rejected perfectly, retraced all the way back down to the bottom of the range, came back up again, pulled another fib because it is called the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? So we're seeing if it's going to retrace to at least the most popular area, which is that golden pocket. And that's exactly what happened. So we got another retracement into that level and a rejection. So if we don't find support very soon in this area, and we start to lose this area, then we will gain acceptance into the previous month value area high for Bitcoin, then targeting around 52,000, right? And 52,000 is, as you can see, exactly where the value area high of this mini range comes into play, right? And if that gets acceptance, if Bitcoin gets acceptance into that range, then yeah, we can start to look at the lows, right? So the lows of the range here, and it's almost like a nice little D shape here. So we may even come all the way down to 50,000, the low 50,000s, before really going off to the races. But right here is very strong support. So we can definitely get a bounce from the basically $52,000 to $53,000 level. So with that being said, Cardano, on the other hand, if we get that massive drop, right, to, let's just see here. So from Bitcoin, that can be possibly another 8%. And it's almost like for every 1% Bitcoin moves, the market moves 5%, right? 3 to 5%. So, you know, go ahead and do that math, right? So let's see right here. Let's just do 8 times 3, right? 24. So possibly another 24 to 25% down from Cardano. And I think I've mapped this out before in one of my old videos, but let's just see where 25% brings us. Right around here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Is there anything lining up? So 25%, that's pretty far. Let's just see. You're kind of going below this. I don't expect Cardano to go below this range, to be honest. So 20% seems more likely. All right. So yeah, if Bitcoin drops to 52,000, I would expect Cardano to be somewhere around 35 cents, right? And we really have to make sure that we hold this level right here. And as you can see, we did bounce off that level pretty nicely, right? So 41 cents, 42 cents, like I said before, is kind of like the last line of defense. Obviously, some bulls recognize that because we did get a nice little push up from that level, just like how Bitcoin got pushed up from that level too as well, right? As you can see, buying pressure came in, push prices up, and this is where we are currently sitting. And as you can see on this, it just matches the candle. So Bitcoin came up, Cardano came up, another push, Cardano pushed. Now we're going down, Cardano's going down. So we really, really want to see Bitcoin hold this level, 56,500. If not, then we can be in a little bit of pain for Cardano, targeting, like I said, around 36 cents, right? And that can possibly happen very quickly. We see how quick Bitcoin moves sometimes, and if Bitcoin dumps that quick, then the rest of the market dumps that quick. So 2 possible scenarios. We fail this level at 42 cents. I would be looking at around 35 cents as support. Actually, I'd be looking at around 39 cents as first support. If we gain acceptance below 39 cents, then I'm looking at around 35 cents as the last leg of support, right? Now, if we manage to trade above 45 cents, build value within this area, within the lower end of the volume profile, kind of like what's happening here, Then, since we already came down, took the lows, I would expect price to then try to rotate to the upside, pushing it to around 50 cents, right? But we do need something like this to pretty much pan out to get exactly what we're looking for. So that's pretty much it with Cardano. Very short update. Best case scenario, we get a nice push to 50 to 51 cents. Worst case scenario, we do drop to around 37 to 39 to about 37 cents, 35 cents. So we'll see. Time will tell. I think this next upcoming days and this weekend is going to be very important. And then obviously next week, Monday, we should get a nice push, I'm assuming, to the upside next week at some point. So take care, like and subscribe. Follow me on X as well. You just saw that change, right? I know someone saw that change. Just changed from 129 to 130. Anyway, so yeah, help me get to 1,000 followers and like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Take care.